we have some new pictures for you from the Discord of Star Atlas. Now, my guys, remember you watched this video. It was a pretty good video. We got to see some nice, cool stuff. I just like to watch this video just to remind us what might be coming later on down the line for Star Atlas very soon. But before that, I wanted to give a quick shout out to the winners of the 6 Fimble air bikes we just gave away. We just raffled for. Unfortunately, there is a very small problem that I wanted to let you guys know. So I asked if you could reply in the comments with your Solana addresses. And some people I managed to get before YouTube removed those comments because they probably thought you were bots or you probably thought you were trying to do something weird. So 777, I got your Solana wallet address. Valentina, I got your Solana wallet address. Grist, Sergio, Joe, and Bardi, I did see your reply. I did see your address. I didn't get a chance to copy it. When I came back later to have a look at it, it wasn't there anymore. And I'm going to tell you exactly how it looks like to me, right? So let's take Bardi, right? Bardi 2, my friend, the last person to win the Fimble air bike. You can see here, I was like, thanks as always. And then he actually won, right? He won. I'm like, tell me your wallet address. So there's 3 replies in this initial post. Bardi said, thanks, man. And then there's 3 replies. When you go ahead and try and look for those 3 replies, there's 1 reply from me, which is here. And then there's another reply from me, which is here. Where is Bardi's reply? The one that has his Solana address in it. Let's have a look at another person. Grist, Sergio, or Joe. Let's go ahead and look if we can find any one of them. Sergio, you see this? Sergio did win a bike. There's only 1 reply in here, and that's it. So, maybe Sergio, I haven't actually gotten his reply yet. Let's see. Grist. Grist has only 1 reply. Grist did say he wants to give away his Fimble air bike, if I remember correctly. Maybe if that was you, I might be getting it wrong. But as you can see here, there's no reply. But I know these guys have already replied to me. Let's see who the last one is. Joe. Who's Joe? I don't remember who Joe was. Let's have a look for Joe. Joe, my friend, where are you? I think Joe is the one that was like, oh, here. I think the base is inside a planet. Look at the clouds up there in the sky. Yes, I definitely remember this. And I'm not sure if he replied, but you can see it's not here anymore. So I managed to get 2 Solana addresses. Guys, I think maybe it's no longer safe to leave the addresses in the chat, in the comment section, because YouTube will delete them. Okay, so I'm Grist, Sergio, Joe, and Bardi. Just please get in contact with me either on Discord, it's in my description, or in Twitter, and then let me know your Solana address so I can send this to you guys. I know someone did say they want to burn their bike. We're going to have a burning party, which is very interesting. Yeah, so I apologize that this has happened, but YouTube has an algorithm and they won't let you post stuff, so they're trying to be protective, but as you can see, I can't get the addresses, so nothing else I can do from there. All right, my friends, just to let you know, let's move on. Pablo is going to be speaking at a small Zoom link. It's the future of digital property, Star Atlas, living among the stars. Pablo is one of the CRO of Star Atlas, as well as the co-founder. He's a guy, he doesn't come online very, very often, not as much as Michael Wagner, but he's still around there. So if you're interested in this, go ahead and go and watch it. It's an online event. You should be able to join pretty easily. Now, we also have one thing which people have been talking about recently. So this image, does anyone know what this image is? Okay, this was posted by Santi, but it was in the Discord a while ago. So being absolutely blunt, nobody is doing what Star Atlas is doing. People can FUD all day, but progress will speak for itself. It won't be long until the world realizes how huge this can be. So it's pretty big words, right? Big words there. And it's accompanied by this image. And I wonder if people know what this image is. So my understanding when I saw this, I didn't know what it was at first. And I was like, okay, we won't post anything that's weird, like without no explanation. But then I thought it kind of looks like a whole scattering. It looks like a bee swarm or something like that. Okay, so they're all individual units. And they seem like they're in an area, right, or a location. And they're like moving. They're spreading out. They're spreading out. So, that being said, that was what I thought before. I know what it is now, right? And Santi came back not too long ago. I have received many questions about the video, what this means. It is real-time fully on-chain warping of fleets on a coordinate system. The heat map shows the density of fleets in a given sector as on-chain coordinates. So you guys know what that means, right? You know the scavenger hunt we're about to have very soon? That's going to be going, at least the beginning part of the scavenger hunt, which is the movement part. The movement part is going to be on Mainnet. This is Mainnet, right? This is a whole bunch of different fleets, not individual ships, different fleets. You can see maybe 1,000, more than 1,000 there. Different fleets that are moving on Mainnet on chain. That's incredible. So think about this being a giant battle or a giant simulation of lots of fleets going around the stage, going around Galea. That's pretty impressive. Now, there is a difference between actually displaying this data with little green dots and red dots and everything. And of course, when it's red, there's a heat map, which means there's way more of them in a specific location. But there's a big difference between that, doing that on chain, and also rendering that in the front end on Play Canvas. Because if you see this many ships on your screen, your computer's going to blow up. Okay? So we won't be able to see all of this, but just to give you an idea, this is what they're saying what Mainnet is going to be like when there's so many ships in this area. I thought it was pretty cool. A lot of people were asking Santi about it, and people were getting interested about, oh, we're moving to Mainnet, just the movement part of it. So this is where, you know, they've been working behind the scenes for years now, 2 years, at least the last year, where we haven't really been able to see much from them. Apart from pictures here and there, Sage has been delayed so many times. What have they been working on this whole time? And this is it, right? So we're getting closer and closer. Some people still aren't happy that it's taking so long, but we are getting closer and closer, guys. So this episode, I'm just going to look at some further pictures that have been released in the Foundation room. Let's go ahead and look. This is one of the new ships that was just released. We got a nice little picture of it. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if this is actually in-engine or this is a render. I don't think it is in-engine because we'd see lots of other profile shots of it, and we don't see other profile shots of it. So I just think this is just a concept art. And as you guys know, I'm not very interested in concept art. I want to see what it actually looks like because I've played lots of games before. I've seen Cyberpunk 2077. That looked good, but it also looked bad at the same time. There were lots of issues with that. So for me, I'm like, yeah, concept art, thank you, man, but I want the real deal. Give me the real deal. I want to see what it looks like in-engine. Even if it looks crap in-engine, I'm fine with that because I know we can probably improve it in-engine. Now, the next one. This is actually a big topic that I wanted to touch on. So this is a picture of this is actually in engine. So I have way more faith in me wanting to talk about this than I do for a concept picture. This seems to be some kind of platform with a giant building on top of it, right? It's not the racing track, right? It's got lots of other stuff on there. Someone did ask in the Foundation room, what are we actually looking at here? And Buntius was like, oh, we're not ready to release what this actually is. So I don't know if it's the UE5 landing platform for the Mud CSS base, or it's some kind of landing pad, or like a parking garage, or like some place to store ships, because it is obviously made to store ships, because you can see there's lots of different parking spots here. Okay, those are medium ships, and you have your large ships, which is here. And oh, my arc will be fitting on one of them. Thank God. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I have an arc. I still haven't processed it fully. But you can see there's a giant kind of structure here. They won't give away what this structure is. And this structure is huge, right? Because you can see there is a T-pose right there. There's lots of people in T-poses. There's one right there, and there's one right there. So this is a huge mega structure, okay? This is a big, big structure. We don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And you can see some other small ships right in the corner there, right there, if you can see that, tucked away. So yeah, if you guys know what this is, let me know. We've got some other shots of it. This is of the same T-pose. You can see the two different people, the same shot of it, but it looks much cleaner. You can see you get a much cleaner, closer look at it. It looks to be some kind of dock, maybe a ship in the sea, some kind of platform where people can come and park their ships. It's really hard to determine, isn't it? It's really hard to determine. This is the same thing, but from the other angle. Oh, look at that Calico Hero. Look at that Calico Hero. That looks beautiful. That looks gorgeous. And then this R8, this refueling, looks like two dongs. That's what I said. before. And it's also interesting that you can park under here. Very interesting. So like you can't lift straight off. You have to go straight. So I don't know if it's like a valet service. I don't think so. Getting too far ahead of myself there. But you can see there's a whole bunch of other stuff, which is cool. I just want to know what it is. Like they say they're not ready to release it, but why? Like, is it that much of a secret? It's a structure. It's a building. I guess what's the purpose of that building? Maybe is it going to be a bonus of some sort? Going to be coming with the CSS land habitats? We don't know. Is this commercial showcasing area? Is this supposed to be where you can come and view ships that are on sale or for sale? Or if you put your ships on sale, this is where they come, and you can come and look at them. Don't know, right? Don't know. I wonder what you guys think. Leave a comment. Let's have a look. We can have a picture of the Floyd liner. The Floyd liner. Remember, the Floyd liner is one of the free ships in the showroom, so you don't need to buy it. You can experience it. However, it does look pretty cool. And it's in a similar location. It doesn't look like the same location because the coloring is a bit different, being honest. You can see the coloring is a little bit different. And also, it's got all this extra stuff on the side that we don't really see here, right? We've got all this like tower and stuff, all the stairs. We don't see that previously. So I wonder, I really, really wonder where this is and why they don't want to tell us. All right, next image. We seem to have some pictures of maybe a Bombarella. It's like an Ecos ship, definitely an Ecos ship. It's got that green tinge. Pepe, you tell me what you think. You've got a green tinge too. Is it? Are you related, Pepe? Huh? Are you related? Tell me. Oh, he's gone. He won't listen to me. He never listens to me. My God. Okay. Yeah, nothing really to see here. It's just got some kind of missile that I think it's a missile anyway. That will come out and shoot at you. Maybe that's where the missile drops from. Not entirely sure, but it's definitely an Ecos ship. I don't think it's the Unibomber because it looks too large to be the Unibomber. Have a look at the next image. This is that same image, and it looks like it's got multiple different places that something can come from. I don't think it's the Unibomber because it also got turrets here, right? It's got turrets on the undercarriage. So I think this could be a bombing slot. This could be a bombing slot. So I think it is either a Bombarella or Bombardier. Don't know. Bombardier? That's a ship. Did I just make that up? Bombardier? I gotta go look now. I gotta look at the ship to see if I got it right. I'm so bad with my names, aren't I, guys? Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me. Let's see. Calico, ATS, Fimble, Part, Mamba, Large. What's the large? Grenadier, and we have Bombarella. Grenadier and the Bombarella. What did I say? Fucking doesn't exist. I just made up a ship, guys. I just made up a ship. Now, we got some more pictures of the actual racing track, which is still looks like it's going pretty well. If you guys remember, usually there was only one kind of spot to shoot, one target, but it seems like they're putting two targets there, which is pretty interesting. Because remember, when you hit one target, it reduces your time by a certain amount. So I wonder if this is like double. So if you you got to hit two to actually get the best scores, so you're automatically better. I am a fan of how this doesn't have a pavement track on it. You can see here that is either coming up or going down. I like how it doesn't have a pavement track because you're supposed to be in like desert. And I would like that kind of desert racing feel rather than like an established desert racing. Does that make any sense? Like, I'd rather it have no pavement and have a good experience rather than have pavement and then it's just smooth sailing. Because if it's smooth sailing, it doesn't feel very nice. I want to be bumpy. I want to see dust flying in my face. That's part of the immersion. Now, here's some extra pictures we have of what seems to be like a BIOS ship, and both a throttle and a joystick, if I have that right. The coloring is a little bit off here, but it's still easy to see. Nothing really much to say. We can't pick up any other details in here. Let's look at the other one where we do pick up some details. Let's look at the chairs themselves. I think these were the chairs that we saw animated a while ago, if I'm not wrong. And this seems to be like inside the BIOS backlight. They have been working on the backlight a lot. This looks like a DJ set on the bottom left-hand side here, like wicka wicka wow, wicka wicka wow. Yeah, nothing else, guys. Like, it looks good. It's shaping up well. It looks good that you'd be able to walk through it, which looks nice enough by itself. I'm happy with that. And then this is the same picture from the other side, and this was confirmed by Buntius to be the Thimble BIOS Packlight. It does give you that Packlight feel, but hold on, it looks too clean. It looks way too clean to be the BIOS Packlight. I know it is the Packlight because he told us himself, but the Packlights we know are supposed to be dirty and grimy, and they're supposed to be BIOS. They're supposed to be, you know, the ruffians, the build it, bring it yourself. I think that's what it's called, build it yourself ships. So this doesn't quite match up. Maybe they got to put on that filter that makes everything older. And speaking of that filter, here comes the next video, the next image, which is what I think they've done. Previous images we've seen on this Unibomber was that it was pristine, it was clean, but now we can see that it's actually older. And this was a small slider on the UE5 development software, where basically they have a slider and you turn it all the way to the right, something gets really old. You turn it halfway, it's like half old. And what that gives you is all these scratches and dents, actually no dents, just scratches on the paint and scratches on it. And that's how they've probably achieved this Bomberella, this Unibomber, sorry. And it looks pretty complete. I don't think there's nothing else to do with this one. And the same thing is what they've done to this Jet, this Opal Jet. You can see here that everyone knows what the Jet looks like, right? This is the Jet. This is the front of the Jet. It's got that iconic kind of fan at the front. But something doesn't quite translate well in the software that makes it old, because you can see the rest of the whole Jet is old, but the fins of the Jet it has not been degraded. So maybe that's something they need to look at to see why is this part the only part that still stays new while everything else gets old according to the slider. And they did try to use this, the slider on other items here. We're not sure what they actually are. They look like containers or something. And on top of that, there was something at the top here that I really wanted to see, but we can't. This looks like some kind of Pierce ship. It's got that iconic black metallic feel to it. And there's also something that's hovering, and you can't really make it out. You can see there's a shadow there, right? And something that's hovering there, so it's hard to see what that is. Yeah, so we just wanted to do a small video, guys. This is just some pictures from the Foundation Room. So please, the rest of the guys, Club Grist, Sergio, Joe, and Bardi, don't leave a comment with your Solana address, please. Make sure you send it to me via Twitter, contact me on Discord, add me as a friend, or find another way. Or I don't know if you can message me in YouTube. I don't think there's messaging systems in YouTube. I don't think so. So yeah, let me know. Pepe, I want to give these ships to these guys, but YouTube is being really annoying right now, and I can't give it to them. So I don't know what to do. What do you think? Yeah, I think he wants you to give me your address so that you can get us an air bike. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much. Ciao.